Hi guys, welcome back to Investing Cartel. As per usual, S&P 500 technical analysis. Let's go. Now there's no denying that the past 2 weeks have been an absolute bloodbath, but not to the extent that I am cashing in my chips. I've been in this game long enough to know when a correction is due and what dictates a healthy correction in relation to panic and fear. Fear always takes the elevator down and rationality takes the staircase up. Now look, as I put this 50-day moving average on, a lot of people are drawing trend lines as well, and sure, you can do that. There really are no rules in stock trading. But just like trend lines, moving averages also have the ability to act as support and resistance. So sure, we could use both of these things. So ever since we developed this trend line here, at the third bounce here, it was pretty evident that a trend was developing. It was easy to draw this line out, okay? And we have respected this trend line ever since this point here. Can't really call this a bounce here, but in my previous videos, we were always watching the 20-day moving average, which along with this trend line here, or this 50-day moving average, which is basically the same thing at the moment, we had more to go of than just a trend line. In this period. Now it's obvious to everybody, we are sitting on a proven point of support, and I am seeing this through the bottom wicks of these candles. There is strong evidence of support in this area. If it holds, if it continues to hold, is another question, but for the moment, it looks like it is holding. And keep in mind, guys, like I've said many times before, it's not the line that matters. It doesn't matter, it's a range, it's an area. Look at all the times we actually broke the 20-day moving average to then bounce off it, So I'm still not convinced that this is going to be a red waterfall for the next few weeks. Obviously, anything can happen. And if we do end up breaking this line here, and I'm not talking something like this, I'm talking a full candle to the downside. And one thing to be careful here, guys, I'm just going to point this out. I would not be shorting this market at the moment. At this point here, which I pointed out at the time, the RSI was highly overbought. This would have been a great time to enter a short. We're at the point that recent history has proven as an area of support. And now until we decide a move, a direction, I do not think that it's safe to short this market. So if we extend this 50-day moving average to what we predicted will look like, and remember guys, this is a lagging indicator. Even if we do break down to these levels, I still would not recommend anybody be shorting the market at this time. Just given the RSI levels alone, we're currently beneath halfway. And like I said, this was a perfect time to short the market. And sometimes in the stock market, you just got to accept that, you missed the boat. If you don't behave like that, and you just FOMO into whichever direction it's going, it might come back to bite you in the ass. Because the winners in the stock market, they are the ones who feed off FOMO and the weak hands of amateur traders. Even if we do break down to these fucking Armageddon levels, I would not short the market unless, say, we came up to backtest this either 50-day moving average or the trend line itself, and then end up getting rejected off it. Just a little rejection like that, in my mind, would be a signal to go short in the market. Because what usually would end up happening is everybody's looking at that signal, and then they end up shorting the market, and then people freak out, and then it drops more and more and more, and then more people sell, eventually potentially creating a lower low. But even if we do come down to these levels, I'm chilled. I'm not gonna lie to you, seeing red in your portfolio, it does sting a little, but there are things you can do to combat that. The most important one being, do not buy bags of shit. The second one being, have multiple forms of income to supplement your trading and potentially buy in at discounted prices on a regular basis, dollar cost averaging, which we all know is the safest, most proven way to beat the market in the long run, and find ways to take your mind off. The market is robotic. You literally have zero control over what it's gonna do, but you have 100% control over what you are going to do, over how you are going to react to whatever's going on in the markets. And I've got those 3 things down. So I'm not, in no ways am I panicking at all. Anyways, back to the technical analysis. I'm going to delete all this disgusting bearishness. And let's predict some gorgeous bullishness in the market. Actually, let's change these candles to line graph, because, sometimes it can almost give us a better idea. I know it's the simpler way to trade stocks, but it has its advantages. It helps put things into a clearer perspective. When we were at this point right here, I put out a video saying I expect a lot of sideways action before ultimately deciding a direction to go into. Sorry guys, this is looking fucking terrible. Let me remove some stuff. And for the most part, since then, that's pretty much exactly what we've done. We've hit the 50-day moving average support multiple times, and we have been negatively rejected off the 20-day moving average resistance that has become clear resistance. So we have the reason I've been calling for sideways action is because we have hardcore resistance here and we have hardcore support here. So it's times like these when you get something like this. Fuck, this is looking bad right now. Sorry guys, I really need to get my drawing up to scratch. Anyways guys, you know exactly where I stand. You know I am in a position right now and I will continue to add my positions as we potentially continue to dump down to lines of support. But just like a lot of you, since I am in a position and to prevent the sting of a short-term loss, let's hope that this support becomes a bounce. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Stay tuned for further videos. Happy trading. Peace out, guys.